Okay. Are we ready?
Sure. Just cleaning her camera.
I don't know what she's doing.
Oh,
I
wait,
think
I
she
gotta
was
clap.
giving us the finger.
Don't you have to blow your nose again?
No, but you can start
Damn.
with this.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, that's a choice finger.
Look at my drink today.
Yeah, just gave us the finger.
Starbucks.
Yeah,
Starbucks.
just a
Oh,
regular.
Dave's got beer in a bottle.
Yeah, just a regular.
Starbucks.
Just a regular. Hey, welcome to, thank you, here we go, Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that for some reason sounds even worse when you're drunk. I don't know why.
Worse?
Yes.
Okay.
Try
You
it.
should have
okay?
beer goggles on or like beer
Try it.
hearing aids.
No, you need to try it, Rachel. It really does. It's absolutely.
Mhm.
But despite that, we have a brand new sponsor, and we're proud
Yes.
of that. It's for Oxford.
Yes, Woodstock's premier indoor golf and clubhouse. They have indoor
Got it.
golf, and we'll tell you a little bit more about them. But they also do lots of events. You can
Yeah.
rent it out if you want. It's a great place.
They have special summer rates on right now, and we have a special promo code for you to save even more money.
Yes,
That's
we
coming
do.
up. That's
Keep
all
listening.
coming up. You got to keep listening. Yeah.
All right. I just thought of this the other day because I've had people in my life that I know who have gotten divorced recently and not recently. And just in kind of thinking about that, because I'm going to be 40 soon, and I think I'm starting to get to the age
Yeah,
where divorces
You're gonna be-
begin.
You're in your 40th year, by the way.
Does Jeremy know we're about to have this conversation?
Yeah, I've talked to him about that. We've actually
Okay.
discussed this, he and I.
Okay.
And
Uh-oh.
I just wonder, is divorce contagious? Is divorce contagious? And this is not, I don't have any particular story necessarily or any one person that kind of spurred this on.
Mhm.
But over the course of my life, I have known like groups of friends, and even now, like it still happens to get each generation, I was going to say, to get divorced from their spouses at the same time.
Mhm.
So, or around the same time, like within a year or two of each other kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Right.
It's not a quick thing. Now, I've never been divorced. I don't know if either of you have any experience with something like that.
Okay, sure. You have
One
to-
of us might.
Yeah, dangle that around.
But I just
Right.
wonder, is
That's
divorce
fine.
contagious?
That's
Like,
fine.
why is it that you find maybe two really good friends leaving their husbands or wives or whatever around the same time as each other?
How old are
Why
you
are they
again?
both
Oh, yeah.
doing that?
What are you again? 40?
Well, I think
40?
yeah,
How,
I think
how many
like
years married?
me 15 this year. 15
15.
years. Yeah, we've been together for
That's-
20 years, half our lives
And
now.
that's- See, and
And we're
that-
not getting divorced, and that's not even an option or a consideration or anything for us.
Well, that's
um,
that's what you say now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think you go into marriage assuming you'll get a divorce. So it sucks. I'm not saying it doesn't suck. I'm just wondering, is it contagious? Because
No.
I find around probably between ages like 35 and 45 maybe, or maybe 30 to 45, people are kind of getting divorced. And I
Well-
feel like maybe it's a time of life. You got young kids, you're trying to build your career, and it's very busy and stressful. But is divorce contagious? Because it seems like people are doing it at the same time as their friends, and then they all get together and they're all dating and partying as single people for a
Hmm.
while, and then they kind of realize this blows, and then they
Yeah.
don't post about that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And to me, it seems like it's a real pain in the ass if you're not real committed to hating that other person. Like, it's a lot of work to get divorced.
That's a fact.
You know what? I
is
actually
a fact.
know a lot of people who have left and split from their spouses and are still great friends and get along, and they're co-parenting very well. They spend holidays together. They don't hate each other. Now, it takes work. It takes a lot of work to do that. And it's typically the woman that I know who has orchestrated that and gotten it to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But people are splitting up and they don't hate each other. It's not all the time.
No.
No, but they don't.
you're
love,
right, I
but
guess
they
it's a
don't.
lot of work.
But they don't love each other either.
No, they don't want to be together anymore.
I don't believe that it's contagious. Here's what I believe. After a certain, how many years married? You've known Jeremy
15.
for 20.
20
How
years.
many? How
yeah.
many years married?
15.
15. Okay. I believe, and if you know some people around you who are the same age or whatever, who are now going through a divorce or have split up or whatever, I believe it's more of what do they call those things? Dominoes. It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
One
it is.
spurs the other.
Well, I think
I think it's contagious.
That's not contagion, though. That's not contagious. What happens
Kind of.
is, no, because what happens is, after 10 years, maybe it's 5 years, maybe it's 15 years, Rachel, 20 years, maybe it's 2 years.
Maybe it's 35 years. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but at some point, I think you look across the table at someone, maybe it's on a Sunday morning, and you go, I really hate you. I don't like you.
It's not
I
doing
don't-
it for me anymore.
Yeah, I don't like you. I haven't liked you for 5 years.
Ugh,
And here we sit.
like as a person.
But you
you
don't
hate-
you don't say anything. You don't say that
Right.
out
No,
loud.
you just, well,
that
this is
occurs
my
to
life
you.
and I live
then
here.
and then maybe you have a best friend and you go for lunch or you go for a drink with a best friend.
Mm.
Let's say you're I don't care. It doesn't matter whether you're a male or it would be predominantly female because men won't talk about their problems anyway.
No.
And so the women get together. They'll get together for lunch, and then all of a sudden, Rachel, it just pops up. She says to her friend, "We'll call your friend. I don't know. Give me a friend. Give me a name. Rachel
Emma.
and
I don't even have a friend, Emma. Just
Okay.
call her Emma.
Rachel.
That's a good name.
Rachel leans in, looks at Emma, looks her straight in the eyes, and says, "On Sunday, I looked across at my husband
Yeah.
and realized I can't stand him.
Yeah.
What do I do now?" Oh, well, and then you guys discuss it. And then Emma goes home, and after the next Sunday, she looks at her husband and goes, I can't stand him either.
Right. Yeah.
So that's not contagious to me. That's just
No, I
merely-
think that's contagious. I think
No, I
it's
think
contagious
you-
because I think it plants the seed in Emma's head
yes,
Mhm.
that's
that I hate my husband,
But
so
that's
maybe
not
she
I d-
also hates hers.
I don't think so.
But I
think
don't.
I think you plant a seed. I think when you see
Yeah.
She coughed
or,
the seeds in her face then.
Yes.
That's
She coughed
right.
the seeds
That's right.
in her face,
That's what I
and
think.
now
But-
Emma's ruminating on that, and then a year
Yeah.
later, Emma's divorced too.
Yeah, no, I think it's more of a wow, if she can do it, maybe I can do it too.
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah,
think it is.
I
It's
think
not
so.
necessarily contagious. The only way it could be contagious if, in fact, Rachel and Emma have that discussion, and then Rachel goes, "You know who I do like? Emma's husband." And then Emma,
Well,
Emma-
that happens, right?
then-
We've
and
talked
then-
about that before.
And then Emma's sitting at home going, I really like Rachel's husband, and she can't
Yeah.
stand him.
Right?
maybe-
Let's just swap.
Maybe we've got
Everybody's happy.
maybe we've got something here we can negotiate.
Right.
That's
I'll
right.
take yours and you take
Yeah,
mine.
That's exactly
And
right.
the
I'm gonna go
end.
live in
That's right.
Switzerland for the
And-
rest of my life.
And this is how. That's right.
Yeah.
This is how exes become.
Maybe do a world tour every now and then.
Yeah. This is how exes become best friends or mortal enemies. Who knows?
I
Right?
don't. I
This
mean,
is
in the
what happens.
situations that I know, that hasn't happened particularly. But I think people swap. I do think they swap spouses more than is talked about. I
Uh-huh.
think. I think that happens. I can't prove it. I'm just guessing. But I think that what you're saying indicates that yes, it is contagious. Divorce is contagious.
Yeah.
Because
what
we
happens-
see other people do it. We're like, oh, I can do it too. Oh, they're having a wild single life and they're having fun, which I think only lasts for so long
No,
before it
that's-
becomes depressing.
That's nothing. That's not what you want. I always thought that there was a period of my life where I was living by myself, and my single life was it made me go, oh God, I hope I don't die like this.
Oh,
would
no.
I would die here, no one around.
But then you have
all
to
of that
keep
stuff.
trying to find someone, or else
No.
you will die alone like that. Because if you don't continue to try,
well, I mean,
and I hear
but-
dating sucks right now.
well, it's okay if you are by yourself and that pops into your head. Don't worry about it, okay? Because it's not really anything that you should worry about.
No,
I just think
Dave
that,
found someone and has a whole life.
Well, if Dave could find someone, everybody can find someone. That's how that works.
The moral of the story is,
Yeah.
you shall not stay alone.
Thy shall not.
Thou shall not stay alone.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that has a brand new sponsor for Oxford, Woodstock's premier indoor golf and clubhouse. And we have a special promo code for Oxford that you can use that you only hear here. So, you'll
Just
find
for
it.
you. They've created a special code
That's
just
right.
for our listeners.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Forman, what's going on?
Sorry. I'm not used to, just launching into these things. Someone
Oh,
else is
okay.
always just yammering on.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, that's how it works. Just go.
Yeah. I'm having a very good week.
Oh, are you?
A
And
good week. Good.
good week.
Okay.
I've scored some major points.
You have.
And before you start deciding whether it's healthy or not to count points against your spouse, shut up.
Forman is divorce contagious.
Forman, I want to know how many
It's
years.
too much work.
How many
It's
years
too
have you been married, Forman?
Going on 13.
Yeah, good for you.
Lucky 13.
Lucky
Yeah.
13.
Mm.
So you
Hey.
scored points in your marriage.
Yes, I absolutely did. And I
Okay.
need to get them off my chest and send them out
Brag.
your way before I forget and before they don't matter, because there's a whole pile of other points. There's a whole filing cabinet of other things that have happened in other situations that will be turned and used against me anyway. So whatever points I may have scored don't matter because all these other points outweigh it.
That's a very good point.
Okay, so the points you've
It's
just
clear
earned
enough
are
so
so
far.
good
That's right.
that they negate any bad points you have earned.
no,
cancel them
no,
No,
that
they're-
never works.
They
Well, but
like
this
a
is-
Snapchat
I was
video,
gonna
they
say that-
expire rapidly.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
see. Okay.
Yeah, they don't
The
live
Snapchat
forever.
of points.
You
Okay.
can have points, but they don't
You
last.
better post that story
Mm.
quick then.
Anyway, well,
I
this
can't
is-
save points for some reason. Only one of us is able to save points
That's
and
right.
reuse them.
Not right. That's right. You don't get to buy a barbecue at at Loblaws with your President's Choice points, do you?
No.
You can't.
Nice.
You don't get to save them. No, I'm here for you, Foreman, because this is advice. This is maybe a public service
Yeah.
for husbands around the world
Yeah.
listening to this podcast. Anybody can.
And
So,
what's the advice? If you have points, use them
Yeah.
while you can.
Tell me about the points.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
They expire so quickly.
All right.
So point number one.
Yes.
I mean, but I still get up quite early and do a morning show here in Halifax with
Yeah.
Yes.
Melody and Forman, podcasting on all the same apps that this one is.
Yep.
What
More
a
Foreman,
fine,
more fun.
what a
We've
fine
said that
radio
before.
program. That's right.
Fun radio program.
MF. More Foreman, more fun.
MFMF.
Right.
Can never get enough Foreman.
Yeah. It also stands
That
for
should be
Melody
ours.
Foreman, Melody Foreman.
Oh yeah, that's
How
true.
about that?
Yeah.
Melody and Foreman, more fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I come home mid-afternoon. Ashley's normally here because she works from home, but on
Mhm.
this particular day, she was out running errands, making the house work, because Lord knows I don't. So
I'm
she already
glad somebody's husband recognizes that. Thank
Oh, boy.
God.
What do you mean? What's that
Husbands should
supposed to mean?
recognize. Wives make the house run.
Yeah,
Well, no kidding.
Yes.
I'm
Anyway.
sorry. Ray, what was that about divorce is contagious
Yeah.
again?
That's
Back
right.
to Rachel.
That's right.
Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Go ahead.
And guess what I discovered?
What?
What's that?
The house filled with the smell of strawberry pound cake because someone left a Bath and Body Works candle lit unattended.
Oh.
boy.
Oh.
Can you
Oh.
imagine if the tables were turned?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine
right.
if it was me who left
You-
the candle
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
You-
you'd be dead right now.
You
You would be
idiot.
deceased.
You absolute
Yeah.
idiot. You let the candle burn.
So how good am I for not saying those choice words?
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Good for you.
What did you do?
You've learned something in your 13 years.
I
Good
still
for
don't
you.
think I don't think he's learned everything because I
Uh-oh.
still believe he said something.
Well, no,
Oh,
my
boy.
first reaction was to take a picture of it and text her.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Uh-huh.
And I knew, yeah, so I tried to avoid the topic later. Although she can probably hear me right now and wants to say something and might come barging in.
I hope that happens. I'm watching the door behind
So you
you.
didn't say anything.
No, I just the picture, and she said, "Uh-oh," and that was pretty much it.
Uh-oh.
Busted.
So that's
Busted.
it. So if the tables were turned, and you would be dead, and so now you've scored major points. And
So I have to, revel in them while I
use
can.
them while you can. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on to those.
Yeah.
They don't last. They don't
Has
last
she
forever.
conceded that you've earned points, or did she just ignore it?
I can't. I'm not gonna bring it up because
No. What are you, crazy,
then I get to
Rachel?
see all of her saved points against me.
Yeah, no.
Right.
You don't want to
Okay.
bring it up.
Again.
And even if you do, what will happen is the next time that Forman is in fact in trouble, and that's imminent, I would assume.
Right.
Any
day.
It's imminent.
You just never
is
know.
that Forman may in fact try to play the ace in the hole. His
Yes.
points.
Okay.
He may in fact go, aha, but you
But what about that time you left the candle?
left the
on?
candle, and
Right.
then
And almost
she,
burn the house down.
and she will say nothing happened.
Yes. It was
And-
fine.
And
Nothing
besides,
That's right.
here's the long list of other shit.
Right.
That's right.
So this means you will never bring it up. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
you just have to tell us.
He'll bring
I'm-
it up. He's
I'm-
got it. It's in his back pocket
Yeah.
until he forgets about it.
Yeah.
But it's there. But it's like a get out of jail free card in the game of Monopoly. It only
Mhm.
works on one square. It doesn't work when you got to pay rent. It doesn't work
Yeah.
here. It only works in a.
You're right.
It's a very,
Yes.
very, very
Limited use.
Yes.
And to
that.
be
You're
honest,
right.
you
It's
guys
like
are
the
very
get into jail.
welcome because the fact that I'm sharing this publicly now on this podcast means
Yeah.
this conversation is a point for her.
Yes, that's true. You're done. You are done. You brought it up on the podcast. You dummy.
So point number 2 that Foreman scored.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, there's two.
Oh, there's
No,
more. I thought
I'm-
that was
no,
the only
we're not-
point.
we're
No,
not
no,
done
Oh, I
yet.
thought we were finished.
Don't
That's
you
awesome.
dare ring that bell.
Okay.
I'm not ringing it. I was
Get rid of
close,
the damn
though.
bell.
I was
Yeah.
close.
All right.
I know. So most days, Ashley will make lunches for the girls who are now 6 and 10.
Right.
Mhm.
Some days a week, it's not 50-50, but a couple times a week, I'll make the lunches.
Okay.
We just had her parents visiting for Easter. It was a lovely time. I made a very large turkey dinner and a large ham dinner.
Oh, both.
Who folded
Wow.
who folded your underwear?
Did you buy new underwear yet?
My underpants?
You threw out the holy ones, right?
Not all of
That's a
them.
different podcast. Different podcast.
Now, after this
Yeah.
podcast, you are not getting new underwear
Oh.
for a good year because you know who buys the underwear? Not you.
No, and she's listening right now, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, boy. Well, ham happens to be one of the only meats that my children will eat.
Yeah,
So
mine too, for some reason.
they just like little chunks of ham.
Mhm.
So there I am making lunches, putting it in the lunch, the leftover ham.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ashley comes in, shakes her head at me, stares at me, and says, "They're not going to eat that. Why are you putting that in there? They're not going to eat it." And my immediate response is, in all occasions, no matter what the food in the lunch is like, well, it's in there now. I don't care. That's what
they're
they have to
getting.
eat.
That's what they're getting.
Yeah. We'll see what comes home tomorrow.
Right.
'Cause quite
okay.
often, some of the lunch will end up coming home, and that's what they
Yes.
eat as a snack after school, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Next day, kids come home. Some food was remaining from both children's lunches, and you know which food not there because they ate it at school.
Oh, ham sandwiches.
Ham! They ate it. She was wrong.
Now, you've never breathed a word of that to her, have you?
She can hear it right now.
Pretty much. Pretty well. You're done. Yeah, you've lost.
Now, you
both.
might just want to go for your nap and go into your room for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much done. But nice job for me. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, brought to you by for Oxford, Woodstock's premier indoor golf and clubhouse. We're excited to have them as sponsors of this fine podcast.
Yeah, they're a fairly new place. So if you haven't been there, you should check it out because they've got 5 indoor golf simulators with over 100 international courses on them. They have a practice range, junior courses. There's mini games for kids. So this is not just for adults. Kids can go there too. They also have lessons. They have a professional in-house golf instructor. They've got leagues and tournaments. This is something you could do all winter long. Or if you're getting ready for the golf season, or maybe you want a little practice, you can go and do the simulator anytime, even if it's raining.
Yes.
It's a good rainy day activity, too.
And it's not just golf. Host your event there. Have a family reunion, a corporate party. They do live music. They do trivia nights. You can do anything there.
They're licensed.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean,
They're
listen,
licensed.
I usually do a little indoor golf in the wintertime, but I can see that that a place like Fort Oxford would be ideal for anything. If you want to have a play date with the kids and maybe for the adults and everybody gets together and goes, it's just so much fun.
Remember when it was one of my kids' first birthday parties, and we thought, isn't it weird that all the dads are in the kitchen drinking beer and all the moms are on the floor with the 1-year-olds?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be more fun at Fort Oxford?
Yes, absolutely. And not only
a 1-year-old's birthday party is for the adults anyway.
Yes, exactly. So
Just don't care.
Why not do it at Fort Oxford? That makes sense.
Yes,
it
exactly.
makes perfect sense. Anyway, what I like about this is that you get the opportunity, especially for young kids, to learn how to play golf and to learn. And the other great thing about this, for guys who golf kind of like I do, you never lose your golf ball.
Well, that's true.
No. And
you like golf simulators, right? Like Dave,
I do. I love them. I love them. Yeah,
you were going for a while.
Yeah.
Anyways, right now they've got 20% off their regular tee time rates, regular rates through the summer, and exclusively for you, just for our listeners, they've created a promo code for you to have 10% off your tee time before June 30th. So you got to get there before June 30th. It is DUD Hearts 4 exclamation point. DUD Hearts FORE ! Like due to underwhelming demand, Hearts 4 Oxford.
4.
And you can either tell them that when you arrive or use it online if you want to book ahead of time on their website for Oxford. And they'll knock 10% off your bill. Pretty awesome.
I mean, use the code. Why wouldn't you use the code?
Why wouldn't you?
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
It's a great rainy day activity.
What's the code?
Dud Hearts 4.
Dud Hearts 4 with an exclamation point on the end.
Don't forget about that. Use that code.
ForOxford.ca is their website, or you can check them out on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah. Dundas Street in Woodstock. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand with Dave, Rachel, and Forman, the podcast that will actually make you say out loud, who cares? Really.
Oh my God, shut up, guys.
So many people have texted that to us, like in the past. Who cares? Oh my God, guys. Who cares?
Okay, but it is.
Why are you talking about this?
I'll tell you who cares. For Oxford, because they sponsor this fine, high-quality podcast.
Yes, and we thank them for caring.
Yes, Woodstock's premier indoor golf and clubhouse. Hey, anybody up for some headlines?
Headlines?
Who cares?
Yes, I am.
These are actual headlines.
Okay.
They're real. I don't make them up. Real headlines. I don't have to make them up.
No, there's plentiful.
Couldn't if you tried.
Yeah.
No, well, there's too many Florida men out there.
Yes, that's true.
Not always in Florida, even.
That's right. Actual headlines. Here we go. Local mall apologizes for Easter egg hunt fiasco.
Okay.
I don't really know what happened, but
what kind of fiasco can happen at an Easter egg
hunt?
hunt?
You ever been at a mall Easter egg hunt, Rachel?
Actually, you and I were at one, and I think a memory popped up recently on my Facebook.
Yes, and it's a fiasco. It always is.
It was questionable.
Yes.
I saw this one in particular, and I think it all stemmed from the adults shoving the kids out of the way.
Exactly.
To get the eggs.
That's what happened. That's what happened. It does.
Adults suck sometimes.
Top Scottish ultra marathoner sorry for using car during race.
That's an actual headline.
You shouldn't really tell anybody that.
Yes.
Why would you admit
He's
to
sorry
that?
he got caught.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
And
not sorry for
by the
using
way,
it.
he only came in third. I don't get.
How do you not win?
Some two
Anyway.
other guys ran faster than the car. That's how
Yes.
bad this third
I know.
place guy is.
Not that good.
Drop him off at the finish line, and he
That's
can
right.
barrel roll out of the car. and
Yeah.
cross.
Here
Not that
I am.
good. Yeah, not that good. Okay. Woman gets 21 years for trying to kill her doppelganger with poisoned cheesecake.
Real headlines.
How
Don't ask.
common is it that you even know who your doppelganger is?
Well, once you meet your doppelganger, you hate them anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean,
21
Wow.
years.
I have a lot of questions about that.
I'm
First
not
of all, I
answering
do
them.
believe like how I Met Your Mother, they would say everybody's got a doppelganger in the world. I think that's probably true.
yes.
But in all of the world, and you found your doppelganger? Well, Forman, we know he's got two of them. Forman's doppelgangers are Eric Forman from that 70s show and Bernard the Elf from the Santa Claus movie.
When's the last time you heard from Bernard?
Yeah, because
Well, he
ate-
wasn't in the latest
yeah.
ones.
Yes, he was, and he ate the cheesecake.
Forman.
Let's move on. Parents upset over whipped cream licking event at middle school.
Headlines.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Wow.
Hey, well, I mean, kids
Children delighted.
that's right. Kids got to learn, right? Kids have to learn.
Children delighted.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer to allow couples to elope inside the iconic Wienermobile.
Oh,
the-
that's fun.
The Wiener of Love,
The wiener of love.
which seems weirdly appropriate.
That's what
to
he
me.
said.
Yeah, it's weirdly appropriate.
That's an actual
Somehow
headline.
she still said yes.
That's right. South Carolina first responder accused of using emergency lights to deliver pizzas.
Oh,
Real
boy.
headlines.
Yeah, that's a bad.
Well, you got to
bad
make some
idea.
extra bucks.
That's ingenious, Rachel.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well,
It's ingenious.
Okay.
They don't want him to do that. Pay him more.
That's right. I got a side hustle.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Monopoly game escalated into a fight with a samurai sword that left two men in the hospital.
As soon
Headlines.
as you said Monopoly game escalated, I
That's
just,
right.
I fucking knew. Anybody playing Monopoly, it always escalates.
Oh, it's Rachel.
Always.
This is why I'm not a big fan of family game night. Why would
Well, yeah, and
anybody-
Monopoly in particular is long and always escalates.
Yes.
Let's go to Terry's house. He's got those swords on the wall.
What's up, game night at Terry's?
That's right. No.
That's a safe place.
A bad idea. Man charged with assault after hitting Michigan store clerk with a frozen fish. Ouch.
That's an actual
Was
headline.
he just carrying it around, or he just got it from the? I hope he carried it
I
in.
don't
with
know.
him.
I
The
just
clerk
give you the
probably got it
headlines.
out of the counter for
I-
him, and then he slapped
I
him.
just give you the headlines.
Yeah.
Uncooperative squirrel freed from manhole cover.
Real
Which
headlines.
begs the question, is there any such thing as a cooperative
Yes,
squirrel?
that's true. That's
don't-
fair enough.
I don't know.
They're generally
not,
uncooperative.
not to be outdone by Florida, Arizona man arrested for baptizing himself naked in church fountain.
Oh,
Headlines.
you can do that to yourself? Naked?
He had the right idea, I think.
Sure. I mean,
sort of
he
feel like,
he had
yeah.
good intentions.
Yeah. A man
Sure.
charged after taking platypus on train ride and shopping trip.
That's an
What? He
actual
was charged for
headline.
it?
Yeah.
You can't just carry it around?
Apparently- No. Platypus on a train is okay, but a platypus in the mall, I don't think so. Okay. New Starbucks offering could
That's
have
for
that.
Costco.
New Starbucks offering could have that laxative effect.
Real headlines.
Yeah.
Which one? Because I'm going to avoid that. I'm drinking my
Well,
Starbucks right now.
Have you been to Starbucks? The prices there will actually make you just shit. I mean,
Drain my
let's
bank
see.
account. That's for sure.
Dave's first swear
I did swear there.
Actually,
That's my
yes,
first. That's
that
my
was.
first.
Oh.
It was appropriate. It was appropriate. It was appropriate. And very funny. I can hear the laughter. Florida woman celebrates. Oh, I'm off in Florida now. By the way, we're going to Florida.
Okay, Florida.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
By the way, we're going to Florida.
Oh, good.
Florida woman celebrates 99th birthday at Hooters.
Headlines.
Does she work there?
Because why the hell not?
Exactly. I mean, there's something funny about that, but I'm not sure what it is. Florida man tests emergency. Florida man tests emergency alert system at 4:45 a.m., pissing off every other Florida man. So,
Yeah.
That's an actual headline.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why they test them overnight.
I think it was an accident.
Florida man, 72, loses leg in battle with alligator at RV park.
Yes.
I
Well,
expect
that's,
that. Real
yeah, that's
headlines.
a losing battle.
I'm wanting to know how a gator affords an RV. Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Florida man wields machete at bar after his karaoke request was denied.
Terry, go home.
Headlines.
Look, sometimes, come on,
Terry and
Eileen.
his swords.
Come on, Eileen is worth fighting for, Rachel.
Come
Sorry.
on, Eileen.
I
Yeah.
tell you.
I have clicked on that headline. I needed to know more. I needed to know what the hell the song was.
Let's
And
go.
no article will tell me.
Come on, Eileen, I think. Naked, greased up Florida man accused of
Greased
breaking
up.
into two homes, jumping in pool.
That's an actual headline.
Well, he's greasy. He wants to get clean.
It's a slippery one.
Mhm.
Drunk Florida man sneaks into police station, puts on police uniform
Oh.
and bulletproof vest, tosses
Oh,
a
boy.
$1,000 police radio in a toilet, and defecates on the floor of the women's bathroom.
Oh, my.
Real headlines.
Look,
How did he manage to do all of that in a police station?
he's got.
How terrible are they at their jobs?
If you have a to-do list, you're going to do what you're going to do, right? That's my to-do
I got to
list.
get this
to do.
done no matter what.
That's
All
right.
the cops are out trying to catch the greased up naked guy.
That's
Yeah, that's right.
Couldn't
The
grab
guy
him.
who lost his
Couldn't-
leg to the
that's-
gator.
That slippery guy. Shirtless Instagram model Florida woman. And that, by the way, is quite the ID right there.
Shirtless Instagram model Florida
woman fails to flirt her way out of a DUI arrest.
Headlines.
I don't think so.
I
Can't
wonder
win 'em
how.
all.
What did she do to try?
Yeah.
Florida man successfully steals $539.99 electric scooter from Target, but is arrested after staying in front of Target to put it together.
That's an actual headline.
How else was he going to get home?
Well,
Exactly. How am I going to get home?
That's true.
How
Yeah.
am I going to get home? And
Yeah.
Florida man tries to steal jet ski at the beach, attacks witness, goes into the ocean and gets completely naked, gives cops the finger, and throws water and sand at them, and finally gets punched in the face while being arrested.
Real
Can you repeat
headlines.
that?
No, I think I'll wait for the movie. I mean, I think. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast, which, by the way, has been brought to you, this fine, high-quality podcast by For Oxford on Dundas Street in Woodstock, Woodstock's premier indoor golf and clubhouse. Don't forget the code.
Dud
Yes.
Hearts 4.
Exclamation point.
Don't forget it.
DUD Hearts FORE exclamation point. You get 10% off your tea time before June 30th. And that's just for you, our lovely listener, because this is exclusive to our podcast.
And
Use
starting
that.
June 1st, they already have 20% off summer rates. So, like,
Mhm.
real sweet deal.
That's a sweet deal.
Sweet.
There we go. Listen, and by the way, if you would like to sponsor this fine podcast, you can do that. You can. We would love to bring you on board.
That's right. Just email us, or you can DM us on any platform, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, wherever you can find us. Or you can email daverachelforeman@gmail.com. That's our email, daverachelforeman, no E in Foreman, daverachelforeman@gmail.com. And we can send you some information. We got price tiers for all budgets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That we do.
We do.
That
Well,
we do.
It's very,
you wanna
very
give us some amount of money, and we will figure out how to make it work
That's right.
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, it helps us keep things going and pay for things that we need to pay for. So
Yeah.
thank you to everybody who's supported us so far.
Yeah, and thank you for listening, and thank you for getting a hold of us. If you have any comments, any suggestions, if you would just like to send us an email and say who cares, we miss that.
Yeah, sometimes
so,
I do. I miss the texts.
Yeah,
that
feel
we
free to
would
do
get.
that. Do
Yeah,
we have any messages today, Forman?
Well, you know, we had the Dear Dave, Rachel, and Foreman about the guy who got caught checking out another girl.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
angry
yeah.
at him. He's
Yeah.
kind of a dummy for not doing a very
Yeah.
good job of hiding it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Then we got into Rachel and Jeremy's story of one wonderful night out of the keg, where what did Jeremy see and make everyone drive around the block to go see again?
Oh yeah, the girl with the wearing a bra top. That's right. I forgot about that. That was not at the keg. That was a different restaurant.
Right.
on
That
the
was
patio.
probably it's probably the keg.
But yeah.
Yeah, probably the keg.
Earls.
Probably. Okay.
Well,
No.
Brian Hoover has replied to that and sent us a
Okay.
message relating to these situations.
Oh.
OMG, when I'm at the mall with my girlfriend, she tells me the girls to look at.
Oh, really?
And one day,
Wow.
there was a girl with her boob hanging out, and she was like, "Did you see that?" Which I did not. And she was like, "How did you not see that?"
What? Her boob was hanging out?
Hanging out.
How does that happen?
Well, it starts at White Oaks.
Only you can. Why would? First of all,
Starts at
Rachel,
White Oaks.
hang on. Just back up.
What?
Beep beep beep. Let's back it
Hang
up here
on.
a second. Like, just why are
I'm
you
hanging on. This is not my problem.
Well, yeah, but Rachel, you're asking Forman and Dave, how does a boob hang out?
Right.
How
Like
would
just by accident.
how would we
The
know?
whole thing or just
How
some
would
of
we
it?
know? Do you not
Well,
have?
I don't-
You have no idea.
It's typically not like I would
And it
I
seems to
think
be
I
pretty
would
clear
notice.
that it's only one, not both.
Yeah, so it's an accident. I don't know.
But how does that happen while just sauntering?
Strolling the mall. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Come on,
Maybe you're
Rach. You're
strolling
the-
aggressively. I don't know. That's never happened to me. So
Having never lived with
boobs.
yeah, thank you. Thank you, because I didn't know how to put that politically correctly.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say something else, and I'm glad I didn't. Is it possible to wander, run, jog, jump up and down in such a way that could happen?
Yeah, if you're like maybe jumping and jogging, I guess. I don't know if the
Have
shirt-
have you ever done jumping and jogging together, and has anything ever occurred?
No.
At the
Okay.
mall.
At the mall.
No,
know,
and I have a
maybe-
lot of boob to cover, so like mine is like the fact that hasn't happened to me is pretty
Okay.
wild. You know?
I think maybe we might be done here.
Okay.
No, I think maybe
I-
this happened at the Elgin Mall.
Oh, that's okay.
Because people are playing, they've got that indoor mini putt course
Yes,
now.
they do now. Yeah, but that's family
You're-
friendly, Foreman.
But you're bending over, you're
Yeah.
acting
Oh,
in
it's
ways you
family
normally
friendly.
wouldn't.
Yeah. Well,
I guess if your shirt and bra are too small, maybe that could happen. Yeah,
Maybe that's why she's at the mall to go buy a
to
bigger
buy
shirt.
bigger shirts.
that could be.
Mhm.
Yes, that's right. How come
Mm.
your
Could be.
How come your
I-
boobs hanging out? My shirt's not big enough. What are you,
Yeah.
stupid? That's why I'm here.
Idiot.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Ah,
Somebody help me out.
why else would I be here?
That's right.
Better end this before we get down the rabbit hole. Too.
No, I'd like to continue.
I think it's time.